Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going to play a little 2nd and 10 football. We haven't played in a while on channel. A little project that I'm doing offline. My retro replay 1958, playing as the Cleveland Browns and Jim Brown. And tonight's, or this morning's matchup actually, will be week 6 in 1958 when the New York Giants visited Cleveland to take on the Browns. In our retro replay, the Giants are 5-0, and the Cleveland Browns are 4-0-1. So someone's O might just go. Let's find out. Let's get to the stadium and kickoff. Here at the stadium, the original Grognard. Check out that wonderful military strategy channel and much, much more. Soon to have up on this channel, the Gunslinger. Looks like an awesome game. And also his Women's Professional Wrestling League with Face to the Mat from Play.com. Second and 10, a very affordable football game. It's fun. I do enjoy it, as well as Action PC and Stratomatic. So here we have the 5-0 Giants taking on the 4-0-1 Browns for Eastern Conference dominance. The Giants are 5-0, as I stated. The Browns 4-0-1, and then Pittsburgh's 2-2-2. Pittsburgh did tie with Cleveland on the very last play of the game. Bobby Lane threw a touchdown for the Steelers to tie up the game. The extra point was good. All right, key players for the Browns: Jim Brown, Jim Ray Smith, Ray Renfro, Preston Carpenter, and Mike McCormick. For the New York Giants, Ray Wacheta, Sam Huff, the linebacker, Jimmy Patton, the defensive back, Rosie Brown, the tackle, and Bob Schnelker, the end. I will be controlling the Cleveland Browns, the 2nd and 10 sim engine, the New York Giants. Here's a toss. Cleveland won the toss, and we elect to receive. Pat Summerall will kick off for the Giants. Back deep for the Cleveland Browns, Bobby Mitchell and Jim Brown. D. Scott Howard is also at the stadium. And congratulations to Devin. The original Grognard won some prize. Was that on Rob Explanation Points? Alright, here's the kickoff by Pat Summerall. Slight crosswind. Bobby Mitchell fields it cleanly at Cleveland's 2. The wall sets up on the right side. Mitchell heads in that direction. He's got lots of running room. Could be a big return here. He's over his own 10, over the 20, over his own 30. He stiffs arm a defender at the 40. He's past midfield. 40, 30, 10, 20. Touchdown! As I should have went 20 and 10. So Bobby Mitchell goes 98 yards on the opening kickoff, and just like that, the Browns have the lead. The explosiveness of Bobby Mitchell. It's 6-0. Here comes Lou the Two-Toe Groza for the extra point. As you can see here at Municipal Stadium, the baseball diamond. So Groza, an offensive lineman, 95% chance of making the extra point. The snap, the place, the kick. It is up, and it's through. The straight-ahead kicker bangs it through. And just like that, the Browns are up 7-0 on the 98-yard touchdown run on the kickoff by Bobby Mitchell. So now Groza sets up the ball, and he prepares to kick off to the Giants. Phil King and Mel Triplett are back deep. Can they repeat what Bobby Mitchell just did? Holy cow! Bobby Cantillano is here at the stadium to witness this Browns-Giants matchup. Retro replay 1958. Groza will kick deep. Phil King fields it at the 9, picks up 23 yards before he's stopped. So let's go to the Giants offense. Don Henrik will be at quarterback. The running backs are King and Triplett. The receivers are Don Maynard, Bob Shelker, and Kyle Rote. we're going to play on defense, all-purpose tight. And Triplet's an A runner, King's a B runner. And we're going to hit OK. 1st and 10 on 32. Cleveland playing all-purpose defense. It's a run for King. Shakes a tackler, but he only falls forward for 1 yard. Is quickly swarming for the Cleveland Browns front 7. At least 2nd and 9 from the Giant 33. Giants break the huddle. Maynard's now at halfback, so they go with a 3 running back set of Triplet, King, and Maynard. Henrik again under center. Full house backfield. The ends are Schnelker and Rote. 2nd and 9. Cleveland will play man-to-man bump and run coverage, shadowing the quarterback. Bump and run coverage. Here comes the pressure. Flag thrown. Back in the pocket. A draw play to Maynard. And he's brought down at the 38 by Galen Fisk.
Defense.
Oh, offsides defense. Gain of 5. Let's see what the Giants do here. 5-yard penalty. And it's accepted. So it'll be 2nd and 4. I formation now with a 2 tight end set. You can see the ends very tight to the line. And that's Maynard and... that's Scheltner and Rote. Maynard's the flanker. The backs are King and Triplet. Heinrich is the quarterback under center. 2nd and 4. We'll play run defense. Cleveland expecting the run. Here's the snap. Henrik hands off to Triplet. And Don Colo beats his man and smothers Triplet for a 3-yard loss in the Giants' backfield. It's now 3rd and 7 from the Giant 35. Again, the lone flanker this time is Don Maynard. The ends, Scheltner and McAfee. Triplet and King are in the backfield. I formation. Henrik under center. 3rd and 7. Browns will play bump and run coverage once again. Shadow the quarterback. Henrik is going to pass. He's got time. He looks around looking for McAfee. The pass is tipped by Vince Costello, and it's broken up. Great job by Costello, the Browns linebacker. They force the punt. Here comes Don Chandler, who will go on to punt for the Green Bay Packers of the late 60s. Back deep for the Browns is Jim Schaffner. We'll put the return on. So the Giants are going to punt. Chandler sets up. It's a good punt from Chandler. Cleveland Schaffner fields it at the 25, tripped up at the 35, and he stumbles out of bounds. So he picks up 10 yards, and the Browns will start 1st and 10 on their 40, leading 7-0. Phantomatic is here at the stadium, as well as W. Vogs. Hope all is well. Check out those fun channels. Alright, so the Browns will have Plum at quarterback, Jim Brown and Bobby Mitchell in the split backfield. The flanker is Ray Renfro. Preston Carpenter and Daryl Pete Brewster are the ends tight to the line. We're going to go play action fake, and we're going to take a shot downfield. A long pass to Ray Renfro. Giants playing an all-purpose defense. Keying on Brown. Play action fake to Brown.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Plum's going to throw it. Oh.
False start.
False start.
Offense.
They whistle the play dead. False start on the Browns. That's going to back them up. Fans are booing. 5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. It'll be 1st and 15. Browns break the huddle with the usual suspects. Plum under center. They will give the ball to Jimmy Brown on 1st and 15. All-purpose defense Giants looking for Brewster this time. Brown has the ball. Not much running room up the middle. But he breaks free. He breaks 2 tackles. He's over his own 40 and pushed out of bounds at the Giant 48. What a run by Jimmy Brown. There was virtually nothing there. Brown bulled his way through and broke to the sidelines, where he was finally forced out after a 22-yard gain. 1st and 10 on the Giant 48. Browns break the huddle. To the line of scrimmage they come. Split backs. Ray Renfro is the flanker. Carpenter and Brewster the ends. Brown and Mitchell are the backs. Play action fake. Again, going over the top. Actually, they go medium long to Ray Renfro on the play action fake. Giants in a neutral defense. Doubling Carpenter. Play action pass. Looking for Renfro on the post. Pass is deflected by Jimmy Payton. Incomplete. He almost picked that one off. It'll be 2nd and 10. Great recovery by Jimmy Patton. So it's 2nd and 10 on the 48. I will send you an email, WVogs. And I understand you're busy this Saturday. I read the chat. So 2nd and 10 from the Giant 48. Cleveland leads 7-0 with 12:26 to play in the first quarter. Between two undefeated teams, the battle for the Beasts of the East in our 1958 retro replay. The Browns are 4-0-1. The Giants 5-0. 2nd and 10. They will hand the ball off to Jimmy Brown. Standard defense for the Giants. They're expecting Brown to carry the ball. He gets it. Tough inside run. He's smothered by the Giants' front 7. Tackle credited to Sam Huff. So it'll be 3rd and 8 from the Giant 46. Browns break the huddle. Plum under center. Renfro the flanker. The ends are Carpenter and Brewster. Split backs Brown and Bobby Mitchell. Screen pass to Bobby Mitchell on 3rd and 8. Deep zone for the Giants. Plum drops back. It's a screen to Bobby Mitchell. Lots of running room. Has it at the 49. Avoids the first defender. Forced out of bounds by Sam Huff at the 40. But they only pick up 6. Great job by Huff. And it's going to be 4th and 2 on the Giant 40. 4th and 2 from the 47-0 Cleveland. 11:39 play in the first quarter. Battle of the undefeateds here for the Beasts of the East in our Week 6 matchup using 2nd and 10 football. We're going to go. Renfro will come out of the game. And Lou Carpenter will come in. Full house backfield of Brown, Mitchell, and Carpenter. The ends are Preston Carpenter and Brewster. 4th and 2. The offense stays on the field. They're going to give it to Bobby Mitchell out of the full house backfield. 4th and 2. Giants standard set. Double Carpenter. Mitchell gets the call. Mitchell heads straight up the middle. Bingo! It pops! Patton gets him at the 30. But Bobby Mitchell picks up 10. Great blocking by the Cleveland offensive line. They convert on the 4th and 2. It's now 1st and 10 on the Giants 30. Mitchell will take a breather. It'll be a split backfield of Brown and Carpenter. Renfro's the flanker, and Preston Carpenter and Brewster are the ends. Plum under center barks out the signals. He'll hand it off to Jimmy Brown, who's good for 19 more carries. All-purpose defense for the Giants. They're keying Carpenter. The give is to Brown the other way. Things get clogged up the middle. He bounces to the outside. 20. He can take it easy. No, he's in for the score. As the Browns jump out to a quick 14-0 lead. Jim Brown went into the middle. It was all clogged up like a drain. He bounced it to the outside, and off to the races he went. Touchdown, Jimmy Brown, 13-0 Browns. And here comes Lou the Toe Grozer for the extra point. 95% chance of making it. The snap, the place, the straight-ahead kick. It's on its way, and it's good. 14-0 Cleveland. T-Dub TV is here at the stadium. How you doing, my friend? Check out that wonderful channel. Also, check out What's Blazing in Sports, his boxing channel. Hello, Bendy. Hope all is well. Bobby, keep an eye on things. You are a moderator. Bear with me one moment, folks. So the Browns have a 14-0 lead over the Giants. Here at Municipal Stadium, the fans are ecstatic as we take a station identification break. Terry T's here at the stadium. Hope all is well. Alright, so Groza sets up the ball. He's going to kick it off. Back deep for the Giants of 1958. Phil King and Mel Triplett. They're down by 2 touchdowns. Groza will kick deep. King grabs it at the 1, heads upfield, straight up the middle. It's a 22-yard return before he's brought down by the Browns special teams. And here comes Don Henrik and the Giants offense down by 14 with 10:35 to play in the first quarter. Hendrick at quarterback. They're going to go with 3 backs. It's a full house backfield. Triplett, King, and Maynard. The 2 ends are Schnelker and McAfee. We're going to play run defense on 1st and 10. So the Browns bring their players into the box. It's a run by Maynard. Maynard flattened after turning the corner as he struggles for 1 yard. Great hit by Galen Fisk of the Browns. So it'll be 2nd and 9 from the Giant 24. Under 10 minutes to play in the first quarter. 14-0 Browns. Cleveland. And now the Giants set up in an I formation, with the lone flanker being Maynard. Cleveland will blitz a linebacker and play tight coverage. Tight coverage, here comes a blitz. It's Fisk blitzing. Sheltner is running a medium crossing pattern. Hendricks zips the pass in there, but Warren Lord just got enough of it. He almost jumped the route for a pick 6, but he breaks up the play, and it's now 3rd and 9 for the Giants. From their own 24. Giants to the line of scrimmage. Henrik under center, I formation, King and Triplett. Maynard the lone flanker. Schnelker and Kyle Rote are the ends. 3rd and 9. Bump and run coverage for the Browns, shadowing the quarterback.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag.
False start. Offense.
The offense jumps. That's going to back them up. As the Browns fans cheer heartily. So it's now 3rd and 14 with the 5-yard penalty for the false start. It's 48 degrees here in 1958 at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. Skies are clear, wind 9 miles per hour. So 3rd and 14. They're going to blitz a linebacker and play tight coverage once again. Full house backfield for the Giants. Here comes Michaels on the blitz. King gets the draw play. He's hit in the backfield by Bob Gain, and that's a loss of 1. The Browns have come to play here in front of their home fans. They have once again stifled the Giants' offense. The Giants will be forced to punt. Back deep is Bobby Mitchell. He's already returned a kickoff for a touchdown. Don Chandler to punt. The return is on. Chandler gets the punt away. It's a good punt. Mitchell has it at the Cleveland 36. Nowhere to go. But he slices between 2 defenders. And he makes something out of nothing. He picks up 5 yards on the 46-yard punt. Cleveland will start 1st and 10 on their 41. Bobby Mitchell continues to take a breather. And we're going to take Preston Carpenter out as we got to start resting players. So the backfield will be Jim Brown. And actually, I think we're going to take Renfro out and go full house backfield. So it's going to be Brown, Carpenter, and Bolden. That's Lou Carpenter. The ends will be Brewster and Clark. Play action fake on 1st and 10 from the 41, and we're going to look for Clark on a medium, and he's a 40 plus on that. So let's see if we can fool him on the play action fake. Standard defense for the Giants. They're double covering Brewster. Play action to Jim Brown. Clark running a corner route. Pass is just out of his reach. As Plum claps his hand, he had Clark open, but just led him a little too far. The Dog Show is in the chat. He is a big Cleveland Browns fan. They're up 14-0 against the Giants in our 1958 retro replay. This is a project I'm playing offline, but I thought this is a cool game. 5-0 Giants versus the 4-0-1 Browns. And it's now 2nd and 10 from the Cleveland 41. They'll stick with that full house backfield of Brown, Lou Carpenter, and Leroy Bolden. And now Preston Carpenter will come in for Brewster. So Preston Carpenter and Clark are the ends. 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off to Jimmy Brown out of the full house. All-purpose defense. And they're looking for Carpenter on the run. They give it to Brown. Brown is tripped up after a nice run of 6 yards. And it's now 3rd and 4 from the Cleveland 47. Carpenter goes out. Brewster comes back in. Bolden goes out. Bobby Mitchell comes back in. So the full house of Brown, Bobby Mitchell, and Lou Carpenter. Plum under center. 3rd and 4. They're going to give it to Jimmy Brown once again. 3rd and 4. Standard man-to-man coverage for the Giants. They're sending Hughes on the blitz. Brown gets above the big hole. Jimmy Brown. And that's a gain of 9 before Jimmy Patton, the defensive back, torpedoes him at his legs. The chains move once again for Cleveland. They're up 14-0 with 7:07 to play in the first quarter. 9-yard pickup for Jimmy Brown. Bobby Mitchell goes out. Carpenter goes out. Leroy Bolden comes back in. And actually, we'll keep Mitchell in. So a full house of Brown, Mitchell, and Bolden. Renfro's now the lonely flanker. And Clark is the end. Play action fake. Medium long to Ray Renfro. On 1st and 10 from the Giant 44. Plum going over the top. Giants playing a standard zone defense. Great fake. Plum in trouble. Looks for a secondary receiver. He dumps it to Clark. And it's incomplete. Good coverage there by the Giants. 2nd and 10 from the Giant 44. 6:57 to play in the first quarter. Bobby Mitchell goes out. Lou Carpenter comes back in. Renfro goes out. Preston Carpenter comes back in. So it's a full house backfield. Plum under center. They will give the ball on 2nd and 10 to Lou Carpenter. Good for 6 carries. Run defense for the Giants. They're checking Brown. Carpenter goes the other way, but he is caught in the backfield by Jim Katkavich. And he just swallowed him up for a 1-yard loss. It's now 3rd and 11 from the Giant 45. The Giants defense has to come up big. They're down 14-0. They've got to make the big play here. Ray Renfro comes back in the game. Bolden and Carpenter go out. Bobby Mitchell comes in. The two ends are Carpenter and Brewster. Ray Renfro is the flanker. Plum under center. 3rd and 11. It'll be a draw to Jimmy Brown on 3rd and 11. Giants have brought in a nickel package playing a deep zone. Plum back to pass. He hands it off to Brown on the draw. And he picks up 5 yards before he's tackled by Cliff Livingston of the Giants. So it is 4th and 6 from the Giant 40. The Giants offense have not been able to move the ball. And here comes the punt team for Cleveland, hoping to pin them back. It's Dick Deshane on the field, the punter. And he's going to try to pin them back right now. Lyndon Crow is back for the Giants. Here's the snap and the punt by Deshane. It's in the air, hoping for a good bounce. Down at the 14, a 26-yard punt. Giants just let it roll. It was down by the Browns on the 14. Who's feeling sick? I'm sorry, whoever is not feeling well. I missed that in the chat. Oh, T-Dub. Oh, yeah, get better soon, my friend. Check out, he had an excellent interview with Devin Alexander, the boxer, who is trained by Roy Jones Jr., and I believe T-Dub will be going down to Florida with Devin Alexander and have a nice chat with Roy Jones Jr., hopefully. Get that interview on his channel. Make sure you subscribe to both T-Dub TV and What's Blazing in Sports for his boxing channel. It's absolutely awesome. All right, the Giants are in an I formation. Hendrick is under center. He's the quarterback. King and Triplett in the backfield. Maynard is the lone flanker. Rote and McAfee the ends. Cleveland will play all-purpose defense tight. They're looking for the short pass. It's a handoff to Triplett, and he goes out of bounds for 5 yards, so he gets around the end. That's been the best offensive play so far for the Giants with 5:17 to go in the first quarter, and they trail 14-0 here at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. So 2nd and 5 from the Giant 19. 2nd and 5. Cleveland will play all-purpose tight once again. Here's the snap. Henrik taking the usual drop. He plays it safe with a short pass to King, hauled in at the 20. Tackled by Walt Michaels. But King picks up 5 yards. He's close to that first down. They're stretching the chain. Did he make it?
First down.
And he just does by the hair of his chinny chin chin. And that is the Giants' first down of this game. They trail by 14 points with 4:36 to play in the first quarter. They break the huddle. Henrik under center, I formation with Triplett and King. Maynard the flanker. The ends are Sheltner and Rote. Cleveland will blitz a linebacker and play tight. Costello's blitzing. It's a run by King, and he is smothered by Warren Lair and the rest of the front seven as the Browns quickly swarm to the ball carry. It's only a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. 3:53 to play in the first quarter on the Giant 25. Bump and run coverage for the Browns, shadowing the quarterback. Again, I formation for the Giants. Browns playing the pass. It's a handoff to Triplett. Nobody in front of him. But then Ken Coggs trips him up. Oh my, Triplett could have went for a big gainer. A torpedoing tackle by Ken Coggs. And it's only a gain of 6 for Triplett. It'll now be 3rd and 3 from the Giants 31. It has been a slobber knocker. As T-Dub in the chat says, yes, feeling sucky, not sure how I did my last video. Well, you take it easy. Lots of vitamin C. Lots of orange juice. Soup. Big 3rd and 3 now for the Giants with 3:09 to play in the first quarter. 14-0 Cleveland here at Municipal Stadium. I formation for the Giants. Henrik under center. Triplett and King are the backs. Maynard is the flanker. Sheltner and Rote are the ends. 3rd and 3. Cleveland coming with an all-out blitz. Tight coverage. They're sending everything, including the kitchen sink. Here comes everybody. Flag on the play. Did the Giants jump?
Delay of game. Offense.
Oh, delay a game on the Giants. And Jim Lee Howell is going nuts on the Giants sideline here. So far, it looks like the Giants' O is going to go. It's now 3rd and 8 from the Giant 26. I formation again. Henrik under center. Maynard the flanker. Sheltner and Rote the ends. King and Triplett in the backfield. 3rd and 8. They'll blitz a linebacker and play tight coverage. Here comes a blitz by Cleveland. It's Walt Michaels. Hendrick drops back to pass, looking for King out of the backfield. He grabs at the 36. Costello quickly closes on him, but King picks up 10 and the first down. So it's 1st and 10 on the Giant 36 with 2:09 to play in the first quarter. And King is now, has had his one catch allotted to him. He now becomes a D receiver, which makes it very difficult for him to catch the ball if he is keyed. And even if he's not keyed, it's still difficult. Giants break the huddle. Henrik under center, I formation. Maynard the flanker, Sheltner and McAfee the ends. King and Triplett in the backfield. Cleveland playing a run defense on 1st and 10. It's a give to Triplett. He picks up 3 tough yards brought down by Willie Davis. So it'll be 2nd and 7 with under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. 14-0 Cleveland. Ball on the Giant 39. Again, I formation for the Giants. Cleveland will blitz a linebacker. Play their defense up tight. Here comes Fiss on the blitz to play action to Triplett. Henrik keeps, and it's a quarterback draw. He only picks up 3 to 4 yards. It's about 4 yards. And now it's 3rd down. Ken Kahns will be credited with the tackle for the Browns. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 with 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Big 3rd down here. Giants want to continue the drive. They trail by 14. 3rd and 4. Full house backfield. Triplett, King, and Maynard. There's no flanker. The ends are Schnelkner and Rote. Henrik under center. It's a run blitz for the Browns. Henrik moves back in the pocket, gives it to Maynard on the draw. Maynard with lots of running room, and he covers 18 yards before a Brown defender can trip him up, and that ends the first quarter. So a quick move by Don Maynard, quite shifty there. We begin the second quarter, 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 40 for the Giants. This has been their best sustained drive of the game. Again, full house backfield for the Giants. Triplett, King, and Maynard. Henrik under center. Sheltner and Rote are the ends. Cleveland will play a run defense on 1st and 10 from their 40. 8 men up in the box for the Browns. It's a handoff to Maynard. And he loses 2 as Paul Wiggins pushes him out. Maynard couldn't turn the corner on that one. 2nd and 12 for the Giants. Now they go to an I formation. Maynard goes out wide to the flanker spot. It's Triplett and King in the backfield. Sheltner and Rote are the ends. Henrik barks out the signals. Tight bump and run coverage shadowing Henrik for the Browns. Henrik gets the snap. Drops back to pass. Now it's a draw to King. He finds a small hole before being brought down by Ken Kahns once again. And that's a 7-yard pickup. So it's a 3rd and 5 from the Cleveland 35. Could be 2-down territory here for the Giants. They break the huddle. Maynard's out wide. Sheltner and McAfee are the ends. Triplett and King in the eye. Again, Henrik under center. 3rd and 5. All-out blitz by the Browns playing tight coverage. Here they come. Henrik under pressure. And he is sacked by Walt Michaels. The ball is free. And the Giants recover it. And it looks like Rosie Brown recovers it. But that is a sack and a loss of 4. So the all-out blitz gets to Henrik. And Walt Michaels is credited with the sack. And the Giants are going to punt the ball. Here comes Don Chandler. He's going to punt into a crosswind from sideline to sideline. Ken Kahns is back for the punt return. Here's the punt by Chandler. Browns defense, beautiful job. Chandler gets the boot up. Hoping to drop it inside the 10. Kahns signals for the fair catch at the Cleveland 8. on the 31-yard punt. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Browns' 8-yard line. And here comes Milt Plum and the Cleveland O with a 14-0 lead and 12:22 to play in the first half. It'll be Jim Brown and Bobby Mitchell in the backfield. Clark and Carpenter are the ends. It'll be a handoff to Jimmy Brown, still good for 15 carries. Standard defense for the Giants. They're expecting Brown to carry the ball, and he gets it. And he picks up 4 tough yards before Jimmy Patton comes up from his defensive back position to make the tackle. So it will be 2nd and 6. And now they'll hand it off to Bobby Mitchell out of the split backfield. 2 deep zone for the Giants. Mitchell, if he gets through, good block by Willie McClung. Mitchell gets through the line and he picks up 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Bobby Mitchell will go off. Leroy Bolden and Carpenter will come in. Preston Carpenter will go off. So Ray Renfro is the lone flanker, and Clark the lone end. Full house backfield, Brown, Carpenter, and Bolden. 3rd and 1. They'll give the ball to Bolden on a short run. Giants expecting the run. They're keying Brown, counter to Bolden, and Bolden is smothered by Jim Katkavich. What a play by Jim Katkavich as he just blew into the Browns' backfield and battered Bolden. It is 4th and 4, and the Browns will have to punt. They were keying Jimmy Brown, but Katkavich didn't fall for the counter. And here comes Dick Duchesne and the Cleveland Brown punt team. Back deep is Emlyn Tunnell for the Giants. Here's the snap to Duchesne. Can he get a big boot? And it's a good punt. Tunnell fields it cleanly at the Giants' 40. He heads out of bounds and gains nothing. He tried to get around the end but was forced out. So the Giants will start 1st and 10 on their 40. I formation. Henrik under center. King and Triplett in the backfield. Maynard is the flanker. The ends are Sheltner and Rote. Cleveland will blitz a linebacker. Tight man coverage. Here comes Costello on the blitz. Triplett on the run. And Walt Michaels misses the tackle in the backfield. And Triplett bowls forward after the missed tackle by Walt Michaels for 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 6 with 9:06 left in the half. The Cleveland Browns 14. The New York Giants nothing. The Giants are 5-0. The Browns are 4-0-1. The winner will take over first place in the Eastern Conference. Again, I formation. Henrik under center. King and Triplett are the backs. Maynard is the flanker. The ends, Sheltner and Rote. It is 2nd and 6. And again, the Browns will send a linebacker into the breach. Tight man coverage by Cleveland on 2nd and 6. They're looking pass. Here's Fiss on the blitz. Again, it's a run by Mel Triplett. He heads to the outside, and he picks up 7 yards, breaking 2 tackles, and that's a first down. 8:24 left in the half. Cleveland up by 14. Giants break the huddle. I formation. The usual suspects on the field. Run defense for the Browns on 1st and 10 from their 49. 8 men up in the box. It's a play fake. Medium pass to Triplett. Hauled in by Triplett at the 45. Michaels tackles him at the 41, but they pick up 8. Giants trying to sustain this drive to a score. It's now 2nd and 2 from the Browns' 41. Henrik and the Giants break the huddle to the line of scrimmage. They come. I formation. Maynard out wide. Rote and McAfee the ends. King and Triplett are the backs. All-purpose tight defense for the Browns. Can someone make a play for Cleveland? Again, it's a call for Triplett on the handoff. He heads straight up the middle, but he is smothered for no gain. Quickly converging on Triplett was the Browns' front 7. And it will bring up a 3rd and 2 with 6:50 to play in the half. Giants go with a full house backfield. Triplett, King, and now Maynard moves from his flanker spot. to the full house backfield. He's a shifty runner. Henrik is under center. The ends are Sheltner and Rote. 3rd and 2. Run blitz defense for the Browns. They're sending everybody. Linebacker shooting the gaps. Maynard on the run. Can he break to the outside? He picks up 3 as he dives forward, and that will move the chains. So Don Maynard does it once again. Six minutes to play. 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 38. Giants trying to put up a score. They're down 14. I formation. Cleveland will blitz a linebacker, play tight coverage. It's Vince Costello on the blitz. It's a handoff to Triplett. Don Colo fills the gap, but Triplett keeps his legs churning. He picks up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 from the Cleveland 35. 5:17 to play in the first half. Giants break the huddle. Full house backfield. Triplett, King, and Maynard. Henrik under center. Sheltner and McAfee are the ends. 5 down linemen for the Browns. 3 linebackers, 1 and 3 defensive backs. 2nd and 7. All-purpose tight defense for the Browns on 2nd and 7. It's a give to Maynard. Ken Coates gets him, and this time Maynard can only pick up 2 yards. His shiftiness didn't help there. Coates wrapped him up and threw him down to the grass here at Municipal Stadium, really the dirt. It's 3rd and 5 with 4:24 to play in the half. Cleveland up 14-0 in the battle for first place in Week 6 of our 1958 Retro Replay. I formation for the Browns with Triplett and King in the backfield. Henrik under center. Maynard goes out to his flanker spot out wide. Sheltner and McAfee the ends. 3rd and 5. Cleveland will mix it up with a standard zone defense on 3rd and 5. They're looking short pass here. Giants are going to throw. No, it's a draw to Triplett. He's got lots of running room. He's brought down after a 9-yard gain at the Cleveland Brown 24. So the draw play pops for 9. The chains move once again. And we're not going to call timeout. Clock goes down to 3:31. 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 24. This is the Giants' best drive so far. Maynard out wide at his flanker spot. Sheltner and Rote are the ends. I formation with Triplett and King. Don Henrik is under center. All-purpose tight defense for the Browns. It's a give to Triplett once again. He finds an opening, but it's closed quickly by Don Colo. But Triplett still struggles for 4 yards. The Browns will not call timeout. And it's now down to 2:50 left in the first half. Giants down 14. 2nd and 6 on the Cleveland 20. I formation again. Henrik barks out the signals. Browns will blitz a linebacker, play tight coverage on 2nd and 6. Fans chanting defense. Here comes Costello on the blitz. Henrik takes his usual drop, looking for Triplett out of the backfield in the corner. And he's in for the score! Triplett caught the ball at the 5 and goes in as he broke a tackle on the 20-yard touchdown pass from Don Henrik to Mel Triplett. And the Giants are finally on the board with 2:41 left in the first half. No leather helmets in the day. This is 1958. They were wearing real helmets. Farm 1. How are you doing, my friend? Here comes Pat Summerall for the extra point. 93% chance of making it. The snap, the place, and the kick for the straight-ahead kicker. It's up, and it's good. The Giants have cut the lead in half. It's now 14-7. So Summerall bangs it through after the Henrik to Triplett 20-yard touchdown pass. So Summerall sets the ball on the tee, prepares to kick off. Leroy Bolden and Jim Brown are back deep. Let's see if Brown can duplicate Bobby Mitchell's feat, the opening kickoff for a touchdown. But it's Bolden. He's looking for running room. And he gains 18. So the Browns will start 1st and 10 on their 24 with 2:31 left in the half. They're up 14-7. Milt Plum under center. Bobby Mitchell and Jim Brown in the backfield. And it'll be Brewster and Carpenter at the ends. The flanker is Ray Renfro. Play action pass. They're going over the top. They're going deep to Ray Renfro. Plum going for it all on first down. Deep zone. He's throwing into it. Renfro on the fly. And it's intercepted by the Giants. But there's a flag.
Pass interference. Defense.
Yes! So the Karlovac's interception is nullified by his pass interference. There will be no turnover, and we will accept the penalty. So Cleveland goes over the top, and the penalty produces fruit. It will be 1st and 10 on the Giant 44. Had there been no pass interference, Renfro might have had a score, as that did look on target. 2:23 left to play in the half. 14-7 Browns are looking for more. Again, the split backs are Brown and Bobby Mitchell. Carpenter will go out. Clark will come in. So it's Brewster and Clark on the ends. And it's going to be a screen pass to Bobby Mitchell on 1st and 10 from the 44. The Giants in a tight coverage. This might nullify. They're blitzing! They're blitzing! Will they get caught in the blitz? Plum under heavy pressure. He screens to Mitchell. And getting his hands up and knocking the ball down is M.L. Brackett. Oh, had he got the ball to Bobby Mitchell, he had a ton of running room in front of him, a lot of green. JD has entered the chat here at the ballpark, at the stadium here at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. So 2nd and 10 from the Giant 44. Clark goes out. Carpenter comes back in. Ray Renfro, the lonely flanker, out wide. Jim Brown and Bobby Mitchell in the backfield. 2nd and 10. Cleveland would love to put up a score before the half. 2nd and 10. They're going to look for Brewster on the medium pass. And they go play action fake, looking for Darrell Pete Brewster. Let's see how the Giants counter. They're playing a standard zone. Fake handoff to Brown. Plum looking. No one's open. He looks for another ball carrier, another thrower, and he is sacked. As he's scrambling for his life, Jim Katkavich brings him down for an 11-yard loss. He pumped, he rolled away. And Katkavich flung him to the grass here at the stadium. And that will be the 2-minute warning. So Jim Katkavich picks up his first sack, 11-yard loss. So with 2 minutes to play in the half, 14-7 Browns, It's 3rd and 21 from the Cleveland 45. It will be a screen to Jimmy Brown on 3rd and 21. Screen pass to Brown. Complete to Brown. He makes a gain of 8. And he is knocked out of bounds by Harlan Swerve. 4th and 13, and here comes Dick Deshane to punt the ball away with 1:53 left in the half. And a 14-7 Cleveland lead. Back deep for the Giants is Lyndon Crow. Here's the punt by Deshane. Trying to angle it out of bounds. Giants let it roll! And it rolls out at the Giant 11. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Don Henrik and the Giants offense. With 1:45 to play, the Giants have all 3 of their timeouts. As Farm One says, who were the coaches in 1958? Well, for the Giants, Jim Lee Howell, and for the Browns, Paul Brown, who was also the owner of the team. I formation for the Giants. Triplett and King are in the backfield. Maynard is the lonely flanker out wide. Shelton and Rote are the ends. Cleveland will play a zone. Looking pass. It's a run by Triplett. Costello brings him down after a 4-yard gain. We're not calling timeout. The Giants probably will. No, they don't. They let it run down to 58 seconds. Again, I formation. They're going to let this clock run out. We're going to play a deep zone, though. And an extra defensive back. And again, they give it to Triplett on the run. He breaks into the clear! And he picks up 12 yards. And there's only... Will the Giants call a timeout? We're not. No, they won't. The clock's down to 12. There'll be one more play. One more play. Giants in a full house backfield. We'll play a standard zone. This will be the last play of the half, barring penalty. They're setting up the throw. Henrik doesn't have much time. And he's blindsided by Quinlan. That is a sack, an 8-yard loss. And that's the first half. So Bill Quinlan picks up the Cleveland Browns' second sack, the first one by Walt Michaels. And the Giants call timeout? Wow. Why would they call timeout? Alright, well, we're going to play a deep zone here. Extra defensive back, so they call timeout with 5 seconds left. They're probably going to heave one up. Phil King gets the call. It's a run. Flag. Schaffner brings him down after 6 yards.
Illegal use of hands. Offense.
That's the ball. That's the half. That should be the half. Illegal use of hands against the offense. That should end the half. And that's the half. So we go to the second half of football, 14-7. Browns. Lou Grozer will be kicking off back deep for the Giants. Billy Lott and Mel Triplett. Now let's go to the box score really quick. Again, we're playing 2nd and 10. A really fun game. Wonderful visuals. I wish there was some animation with the chalkboard, though. Alright, so Henrik, the Giant quarterback, is 4 of 6 for 43 yards. Does have a touchdown pass to Triplett. Triplett, 12 carries, 54 yards. His long was a 12-yard run. Maynard, 5 for 22. His long was 18. King, 4 for 8. And Henrik, 1 for 3. Triplett, 2 for 28 yards receiving with a touchdown. The 20-yard touchdown pass. And King, 2 for 15. So his 4 receptions have been to the backs, Henrik. For Cleveland, Plum is 2 for 6, only 14 yards. Jim Brown, 7 for 78 and a touchdown. Bobby Mitchell, 2 for 15. Carpenter, 1 for -1. Bolden, 1 for -3. Brown, 1 reception for 8 yards. Mitchell, 1 for 6 yards, thus the 14 yards. Cleveland scored on the opening kickoff when Bobby Mitchell took it 98 yards. Groza added the extra point, 7-0. Cleveland would then score on their first offensive possession as they drove downfield, culminating with a 30-yard touchdown run by Jim Brown, 14-0. The Giants would finally get on the board at the 2:41 mark of the first half, a 20-yard pass from Henrik to Triplett, Summerall kick. So we start the third quarter, 14-7, Cleveland. Week 6 of our 1958 retro replay. Good night, Bobby. Take care. Grozer will kick off. Back deep is Billy Lott and Mel Triplett. Billy Lott has it at the 2. He fumbles! It's a big hit! There's a big pile-up! Who's going to come away with it? There's a scrum! And Don R. Paul has recovered it for Cleveland! The referees are milling around now. Was it a fumble? They're talking about it. And they're saying the ball came out after he hit the ground. Oh my Lord, the Giants dodged a bullet. They will retain possession. Wow. Cleveland. And Paul Brown protesting from the sideline. Ooh, Farm 1 says goodnight. He has a bowling tournament tomorrow. Good luck, Farm 1. Thank you for stopping by and enjoying the commentary. Thank you very much. Alright, so here come the Giants. 1st and 10 from their 17. As I said, they dodged a bullet there. Henrik under center, I formation. King and Triplets are the backs. Maynard is the flanker. The ends are Sheltner and Rote. Run defense for the Browns on 1st and 10 from the Giants 17. 8 men up in the box. It's a handoff to Triplett. Wait a second. Play action fake! It's a fly to Rote! Rote is locked up with Don Paul! And he breaks it up. Good job by Don R. Paul, as Kyle Rote was on the play-action fake fly pattern. But Paul broke it up. That would have been a huge play for the Giants. And Coach Brown on the Cleveland sideline breathes a sigh of relief. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 17. Cleveland will send a linebacker, play tight coverage. Walt Michaels is blitzing, looking for his second sack. It's a handoff to Triplett. And he only picks up 2 as he tries to go around the end. He's pushed out of bounds, and it will be 3rd and 8 from the Giant 19. Giants go to a full house backfield. Triplett, King, and Maynard moves from his flanker spot to a halfback spot. Sheltner and Rote are the ends. Henrik under center. 3rd and 8. Again, Cleveland will blitz a linebacker, tight coverage. Everyone up in the box. Here comes Costello on the blitz. Henrik drops back to pass. It's a draw to Maynard. But he doesn't beat Don Colo this time. The Don brings him down for a 1-yard loss. The Giants are forced to punt on the 4th and 9. So a great job by the Browns defense denying any type of opening drive here by the Giants in the second half. Bobby Mitchell back deep for the punt. He has already returned a kickoff for a touchdown. Can he return a punt? Chandler will do the punting for the Giants. The return is on. Chandler sets up. He punts it. It's a decent punt. Bobby Mitchell signals for the fair catch as it was a high one. And Cleveland will take over 1st and 10 on their 38. Here comes Milt Plum and the offense. Bobby Mitchell will go to the sideline. Lou Carpenter will be in. Clark will come in for Preston Carpenter. So the ends will be Brewster and Clark. The split backs will be Brown and Lou Carpenter. The flanker will be Ray Renfro. Play action pass, medium to Ray Renfro. All-purpose defense for the Giants. They're keying Brown on the run. Play action to Brown. Renfro hauls it in at the 46. Nice move. He beats Lyndon Crow. That's a gain of 20 before Crow chases him down at the Giant 42. So that's been the best offensive pass play next to the pass interference. The 20-yard reception on the pitch and catch from Plum to Renfro. He's had his lone reception now, and his primary receiver rating goes from an A to a C. Still usable, but more difficult. 1st and 10 on the Giant 42. Brewster goes out. Carpenter comes in, so it's Preston Carpenter. Bobby Mitchell comes in for Lou Carpenter in the split. So it's Brown and Mitchell in the split backfield. Ray Renfro out wide. Clark and Carpenter are the ends. Brown still good for 14 carries. They're going to go a short pass. Actually, they're going to go medium pass to Bobby Mitchell off the play-action fake, though. So medium pass out of the backfield to Bobby Mitchell off the play-action fake. Renfro being double coverage. Plum is under pressure by Dick Modzelewski. He looks for a secondary receiver. He dumps it to Jimmy Brown. Brown at the 40 dodges the first defender.
First down.
And he gains 13 yards before being tackled by Ed Hughes at the Giant 29. Great job by Milt Plum avoiding the rush under duress, cool as a cucumber. Dumps it to his secondary receiver, and that's not a bad one. Jimmy Brown, who picks up 13 yards. The chains move once again. Jason Parker is here at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. He says, oh, wow. So the Giants beat the Browns in 58. Yes, they beat the Browns 3 times in reality in 1958. They beat them twice in the regular season, and then in the playoff game to see who was going to play the Baltimore Colts. The Colts would go on to beat the Giants in the first overtime game ever in the NFL Championship in 1958, and what is dubbed the greatest game ever played. So thank you for joining us, Jason. The Giants are 5-0 in our retro replay, and the Browns, which I play as, are 4-0-1. The tie came to the Pittsburgh Steelers won. Bobby Lane on the last play of the game threw a medium-long pass for a touchdown. Extra point tied it. All right, 1st and 10 on the 29. Brown and Mitchell are in the backfield. Preston Carpenter goes out. And Darrell Pete Brewster comes back in with Clark. They're the ends. Renfro is the flanker. They're going to hand it off to Jimmy Brown on 1st and 10 from the 29. All-purpose defense for the Giants. And they're doubling Renfro. Brown gets the ball. Quick hitter up the middle, but quickly smothered as Sam Huff closed that. Only a gain of 1. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Bobby Mitchell goes out. Lou Carpenter and Bolden come in. Full house backfield. Clark is the end, and Renfro is the flanker. Full house on 2nd and 9. Play action fake. Play action fake. They're going to go medium long to Renfro. Again, his A rating has gone down to a C now. Let's see if we can fool them. Standard man-to-man coverage. They're sending Huff on the blitz. Play action to Bolden. Pass to Renfro. Caught at the 15. Tackled at the 9 by Crow. It's a gain of 19. So Renfro has toasted the Giants for 2 big receptions, totaling 39 yards on this drive. It is 1st and goal on the Giants' 9. 14-7, Browns. Cleveland denied the Giants on their first possession. Now the Browns want to score on their first possession. Again, full house backfield with Brown, Carpenter, and Bolden. Renfro is the flanker, Clark the end. They're going to give the ball to Carpenter. Lou Carpenter gets the carry. Tight coverage by the Giants are keying Jimmy Brown. Flag on the play. Whistle stops the play.
Offense.
Ah! Cleveland with a false start. That's going to back them up. So it'll be 1st and goal after the 5-yard penalty from the 14 now. Bolden goes out. Bobby Mitchell comes in. Still that full house backfield. Renfro, the lonely flanker, out wide. Frank Clark is the end. Play action pass. They're looking for a medium pass to Clark on 1st and goal from the Giant 14. Play action pass. All-purpose defense for the Giants. Keying Jim Brown on the run. Play action. Plum under pressure. He moves away from the pressure. Flares it to Jimmy Brown. It's picked off by Jimmy Patton. Patton gets a block. He's going the other way. Over the 30. And finally they catch him at the 43. Oh my Lord. Jimmy Patton has just denied the Cleveland Browns, who are looking to go up by 2 scores. On the play action fake, Plum was flushed from the pocket. He tried to go to Jimmy Brown once again on the dump down, but Jimmy Patton said, "Not this time. I read your book." He picked it off and returned it 29 yards, so the Giants get a reprieve from the governor. Wow! That's a huge play. As Bubba Husky says, shooting themselves in their brown feet. I should have just gave the damn ball to Jimmy Brown. I got a little cute there. But that's what the Giants did. They played tough defense and they hung around. Their offensive stats aren't really that good for this year. And their defensive stats weren't really that good either. But somehow they won ball game after ball game, the Giants. They were just tough. Oh boy. So here comes Don Henrik. And the Giants trailing by 7 with 10-10 to play in the 3rd quarter in a slobber knocker here at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. Anxious fans here in Cleveland now. Triplett, King, and Maynard are in the backfield. The full house. Sheltner and McAfee are the ends. Henrik under center. All-purpose tight coverage for the Browns on defense. Browns looking short pass. It's a give to King. King only picks up 1 yard. Before Chuck Noll, who would go on to coach the Pittsburgh Steelers and help from his friends, smother Phil King. So it's 2nd and 9 with 9:25 to play in the 3rd quarter from the Giant 44. I formation for the Giants now, with King and Triplett. Henrik under center. Maynard goes out wide. Sheltner and Rote are the ends. Cleveland will blitz a linebacker, play tight coverage on 2nd and 9. Costello's coming on the blitz. Henrik drops back to pass. It's a draw to triplet. He picks up 5 yards before Paul Wingens brings him down by the ankles. That'll make it 3rd and 4 from the Giant 49 as they approach midfield, trailing by 7, 8:35 to play in the 3rd quarter. They break the huddle to the line of scrimmage come the Giants in the I formation. 3rd and 4. Cleveland will play. They're blitzing everyone. And tight coverage. They're sending everything and the kitchen sink on 3rd and 4. Here comes everybody. Hendrick under tremendous pressure. Tries to dump it. And incomplete. He got away from the pass rush. And decided to throw a medium pass to Maynard. And it's just out of the reach. As that was a Chinese fire drill for Don Henrik. Cleveland forces the punt after the interception by the Giants. So on 4th and 4, Don Chandler comes out, but Cleveland will watch for the fake. They're not convinced the Giants will punt the ball.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag. Oh, nuts. Chandler, no rush, gets the punt off, no problem. What's the flag, though? It rolls dead at the Cleveland 3, a 48-yard punt, but what's the flag?
Offense.
Oh, holding offense. We're going to make them punt that baby over. Thank God it wasn't on the defense. If it was a 5-yard penalty, the Giants would continue their offensive drive. We will accept it. They will have to punt the ball over as we don't want it on our own 3. So it's a 4th and 19 to go. That was a 15-yard penalty? Wow. Holding by the offense prior to the change of possession, 15-yard penalty. Wow, that's an old school rule there. 15-yard penalty on that. So we'll put the punt return on now. Ken Kontz back deep. Chandler will punt it once again. He does the honors. It's a high end over end kick. Fielded at the 19 by Kontz. And he can only pick up 4 yards on the 46. Another flag on the plate.
Personal foul. Kicking team.
Ooh! That's going to tack on unnecessary roughness on the kicking team. 15 yards will be marked off from the end of the play. We will accept that. So Cleveland takes over with 8:13 to play in the 3rd quarter, up 14-7 on their own 38. It will be a full house backfield of Brown, Bobby Mitchell, and Lou Carpenter. Ray Renfro is the lone flanker. Frank Clark is the end. We're not going to get cute here. We're going to give the ball to Bobby Mitchell. He's good for 5 more carries. Giants are playing for the run. They're keying Mitchell. Oh boy. And Mitchell, what a move. He picks up 6 yards before Cliff Livingston can bring him down. So Bobby Mitchell made a quick move and took what yardage he could. And it's 6 yards. It's 2nd and 4 from the Cleveland 44. As Jason Parker says, the 2019 Browns are making efforts to return to their championship days. Yes, they are. He says, why don't you want it on your own 3? No, that's not good. We don't want the ball on our own 3. All right, 2nd and 4. Mitchell will go out. Bolden will come in. As Renfro comes out for a breather, Carpenter and Brewster are the ends. So it's a tight offensive formation here. On 2nd and 4, it'll be a handoff to Jimmy Brown, still good for 13 carries. Giants playing the run. They're watching for Carpenter on the counter. It's Jimmy Brown, but Andy Robustelli brings him down in the backfield. That is a loss of 2. The first time we've called out Andy Robustelli's name for the Giants, and it's now 3rd and 6. This has become a defensive slobber knocker. Comics with Bueller, who's on the road visiting his daughter, Paige, who has a big tournament coming up. She's a bodybuilder. I hope she does well. I wish her good luck. I wish her good luck, my friend. as he's in New Mexico right now, I believe. He wanted to travel a little more, but the weather was not conducive. The crazy weather out in the Midwest. Hope everyone's safe from that. All right, brings up a crucial 3rd and 6 with 6:41 to play here in the third quarter between the Browns and the Giants of our 1958 retro replay. As everyone's saying hi to Bueller, Bueller's saying hi to everybody. Check out that wonderful channel, Comics with Bueller. It says on the road, yep, on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Making music with all my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. Alrighty. Full house backfield, 3rd and 6. Actually, Bolden Carpenter will go out. Bobby Mitchell will come back in, and so will Ray Renfro. Renfro out wide. Brown and Mitchell in the split backfield. Milt Plum under center, barking out the signals. The ends are Carpenter and Brewster. 3rd and 6. It will be a draw to Bobby Mitchell on 3rd and 6 from the Cleveland 42. Giants neutral defense expecting Mitchell on the carry. It's a draw to Mitchell. Ed Hughes fills the gap, and only Mitchell can struggle for his 2 yards as Hughes brings him down. Here at Municipal Stadium, it is 4th and 4, and the Giants defense holds once again with 5:59 to play in the third quarter. They're down by 7. Here comes the punt team and Dick Deshane, and he will punt. Back deep for the Giants is Lyndon Crow. Deshane needs a good punt here.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag. Oh boy. It's a good punt. Crow fields it cleanly at the 17. Crow circles back. He breaks open. And then he continues to go back, and he loses 4.
Offense.
Ah, nuts. So holding on Cleveland. I'm assuming the Giants will make us punt again. That's 15 yards. Again, that weird prior to change of possession. And the Giants want the Browns to punt again, as that backs them up 15 more yards. So Dick Deshane will rinse and repeat. This time, Emlyn Tunnel will be back to punt, as Howells was not happy with the return by Crow as he went backwards. Here comes the punt once again by Dick Deshane. Giants playing for the return. Deshane. High end over end kick. Tunnel catches the ball at the Giants 30. Circles back. He tries to find an opening upfield, but he too loses a yard. And Jim Lee Howell is going nuts on the sideline. As Jason Parker says, LOL, old Willie Nelson. Yes, it was. So the Giants, with 5:42 to play in the third quarter, trailing by 7, will start 1st and 10 on their 29. Henrik under center. I formation, Triplett and King. Maynard out wide, he's the flanker. The ends tight to the line, Sheltner and McAfee. Sheltner being the dangerous one, he's a B. Maynard is a D, and so is McAfee. Cleveland will blitz a linebacker and play tight coverage on 1st and 10 from the 29. Michaels on the blitz. It's a give to King. He tries to head upfield, but he is smothered. He tried to bounce it to the outside, but was taken down to the grass here at the stadium. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 5:01 to play in the third quarter. Again, the Giants to the line of scrimmage, I formation. Cleveland will play a standard defense shadowing the quarterback. 2nd and 10. Standard man-to-man coverage. Henrik under pressure. And Wiggins gets the sack. That's the 3rd sack of Hendrick. Michaels has gotten one. Wiggins has gotten one. And I forgot who the other one was. So it's now 3rd and 15. Again, this game has become a defensive slobber knocker here at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. It started off like a juggernaut. Bobby Mitchell returned the opening kickoff for the Browns, 98 yards. The Browns would then score on their... They would stop the Giants and score on their first offensive possession, made it 14-0 on a Jim Brown run. And that's how it stayed until the Giants finally scored with about 2 minutes left in the first half. So a big 3rd and 15. Cleveland will play a deep zone with an extra defensive back. Try to keep everything in front of him. Nickel package. Here comes again the pass rush. It's a quick hitter to McAfee. Incomplete. They try to screen. As the front defensive line at Cleveland broke through, but that was more of the Giants trying to set up the screen to McAfee, but they did put tremendous pressure on Henrik, who threw an incomplete pass. So 4th and 15, and once again, Don Chandler for the Giants will come out to punt the ball. As Bubba Husky says, what an archaic rule. Yeah, are you talking about that 15-yard penalty? That is an old-school rule. All right, we'll put the return on with Bobby Mitchell. He already has a kickoff return for a touchdown. I'd like to add a punt return. Chandler with the punt. It's a nice one. Mitchell fields it cleanly at the Cleveland 29, heads to the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds quite quickly by the punt coverage. He only picks up 2. So once again, Cleveland has the ball, 1st and 10 on their 31, trying to add to their 7-point lead. The big play in this third quarter was the pickoff by the Giants, Patton, when the Browns had it inside the red zone. All right, so it's Bobby Mitchell and Jim Brown in the split backfield. Renfro is the flanker. Preston and Carpenter and Brewster are the ends. It's going to be a handoff to Jim Brown, still good for 12 carries. Giants expecting the run. They're keying Brown. Brown gets the ball. Jimmy Patton comes up, plugs the gap. Brown only picks up 1. So they have shut down Jim Brown in this third quarter. It's now 2nd and 9, 3:18 to play in the third quarter, 14-7 Cleveland. Split backs, Brown and Bobby Mitchell. Renfro, the flanker. Carpenter and Brewster, the ends. It's going to be a draw to Bobby Mitchell on 2nd and 9. They're hoping to catch the Giants in the pass coverage. They're doubling Renfro. Here's the draw. Bobby Mitchell. And again, the front 7 of the Giants will not let Mitchell get away. Rosie Greer, big Rosie Greer, swallows up Mitchell. Credited with the tackle. It's now 3rd and 8. Mitchell only picks up a yard. So the Browns' run game has gone extinct here late in the third quarter. 2:29 to play. It's now 3rd and 8 from the Cleveland 33. You can see Renfro, we pretty much can't use him anymore. He's an E with a -1. So it'll be very hard to complete a pass to him. We have to have an end, okay. So 3rd and 8. It's going to be a run to Jimmy Brown on 3rd and 8 out of the split backfield. Giants playing pass. Brown gets the call. He breaks free. Cliff Livingston makes the torpedo tackle, denying the first down. Brown 2 yards short. He picks up 6. It's now 4th and 2 from the Cleveland 39. And here comes Dick Deshane to punt the ball once again with 1:41 left in the third quarter. So Deshane goes back to punt, and now it's Don Maynard back for the punt return. The shifty runner, Don Maynard, would go on to play for the 1968 New York Giants that won the Super Bowl. New York Jets, excuse me. And Joe Willie Namath. Here's the punt by Deshane. Maynard looking for the return. Maynard's calling for a fair catch on the high punt. On the 33-yard high punt. And the Giants, with 1:35 left in the third quarter, will start 1st and 10 on their 28, trailing by 7. Our 1958 retro replay using 2nd and 10 football. Week 6, the Giants are 5-0. The Browns are 4-0-1. Full house backfield for the Giants. Triplet, King and Maynard. Henrik under center. Sheltner and McAfee ends tight to the line. Cleveland playing a run defense on 1st and 10. Henrik gets a snap, hands it off to Maynard. Good effort by Maynard, as he's able to get out of the backfield and pick up 4 yards. Cleveland thought they had him for a loss. The tackle will be credited to Bill Quinlan for the Browns. It'll be 2nd and 6 with 46 seconds left in the third quarter. I formation now. Maynard goes out wide. 2nd and 6. Cleveland will blitz a linebacker, play tight coverage on 2nd and 6 from the 32 of the Giants. Costello's coming on the blitz. It's a handoff to Triplet. And he's going to go up the middle. He struggles for 3 yards, and that ends the third quarter. 15 more minutes of football to play. The 4-0-1 Cleveland Browns here in Week 6 of our 1958 replay 14. The 5-0 Giants 7. So it'll be 3rd and 3, a crucial third down here from the Giant 35. They go to an I formation. Henrik under center. King and Triplett are the backs. Maynard out wide as the flanker. Sheltner and McAfee are the ends. 3rd and 3, all-out blitz for the Browns. Tight coverage. They're sending everyone. It's a handoff to Triplett. He gets around the edge and dives forward for 5 yards, and the chains move once again. So 1st and 10 at the Giant 40. He beat the blitz, got to the outside, picked up 5. I formation for the Giants. All-purpose tight defense for Cleveland. 1st and 10 from their 40, from the Giants 40. King gets the carry. Picks up 7. Quickly popped through the hole. It's now 2nd and 3. Giants trying to wear down this Browns defense. 2nd and 3 from the Giants 47. They approach midfield, trailing by 7. Full house backfield. Triplett, King, and Maynard. There is no flanker. The ends are Sheltner and Rote. Henrik under center, barking out the signals. 2nd and 3. Run blitz for the Browns on 2nd and 3. Trying to stuff the run gaps. Henrik drops back to pass. It's a screen to Triplett. The pass needs to be perfect. And it's ink. Flag on the play. Hold on.
Holding. Defense.
Oh, man. Holding on the Browns. Paul Brown does not like that call. It'll be a 1st down now. 5-yard penalty. Giants automatically accepted. So instead of 3rd and 3, it is 1st and 10 in Cleveland territory on the Browns 48. With 13:19 to play, and the Browns clinging to a 7-point lead. I formation for the Giants. Triplett and King in the backfield. Henrik under center. Maynard back out his flanker position. The usual suspects at end, Sheltner and McAfee. Standard defensive man-to-man coverage shadowing the quarterback for the Browns. 1st and 10. Henrik looking to throw, looking for Sheltner, under pressure. He finally throws it downfield, and Ken Coates steps in front of the ball. But he does not pick it off. Oh, Coates drops the ball. He does break up the play. So it's 2nd and 10 from the Cleveland 48. Oh, Coates is beside himself. He had a pick right in his hands. Giants break the huddle to the line of scrimmage. They come. I formation. 2nd and 10. Cleveland will blitz a linebacker, tight man coverage. Here comes a blitz by Cleveland. It's Fiss on the blitz. Hendrick drops back to pass. It's a draw! Triplett has the ball. He collides with Coates. And he drags him for 7 yards. It'll be for 3 yards. It's 3rd and 7. Coates held on for dear life from his defensive back position. He plugged that hole. But Triplett dragged him for 3 yards. So a big 3rd and 7 from the Cleveland 45 with 12:28 left in the game. The Browns up 14-7. I formation. King and Triplett are in the backfield. Henrik under center. Maynard out wide. Sheltner and Rote, the ends. Sheltner being the dangerous one, B, and still with 2 catches possible. 3rd and 7. Cleveland will drop back in a zone on 3rd and 7. Henrik looks for King. Medium pass, and Ken Coates breaks it up. So Cleveland went to a rare zone coverage there. And Henrik couldn't find the seam. Ken Coates breaks up the play. 4th and 7. Here comes Don Chandler once again to punt. There's a crosswind side to side. Jim Schaffner is back for Cleveland. The return will be on for the Browns. Chandler with the punt. Chandler fakes the kick, looks for the receiver, he throws to Maynard. It's complete! It's a 9-yard pickup and a first down. Holy cow. What a gutsy call by the Giants sideline on the fake punt. Chandler throws to Maynard for a 9-yard pickup. And the Giants drive continues. Cleveland, we were set up for a return. And what a gutsy call by the sideline. That coaching staff consists of the head coach, Jim Lee Howell, Vince Lombardi, the offensive coordinator, and Tom Landry, the defensive coordinator. How stupid were the Giants not to give either one of those two guys the head coaching job? Lombardi would go on to Green Bay, and the rest is history. And Tom Landry would go on to the Dallas Cowboys expansion team, and the rest is history. The Giants got stuck with Ollie Sherman, who was not a bad coach, but he was not Tom Landry or Vince Lombardi. All right, so what a play by the Giants, a fake punt. I formation. Cleveland in a bit of shock. The fans have gone silent here. 1st and 10. Run defense for the Browns on 1st and 10 from their 36. 8 men up in the box. Henrik gets a snap back in the pocket. Good coverage in the secondary. Henrik forced to a new receiver. He tries to dump it to Triplett. Triplett has it. He angled towards the sideline at the 30. Finally knocked out of bounds at the 18. He gains 18 yards. The Giants, now very confident team after the fake punt. An 18-yard pickup on the pitch and catch from Henrik to Triplett. 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 18. The stadium has deflated. Browns need a big defensive play here. 11:31 left in the game. They have a 7-point lead. Standard man-to-man defense, shadowing the quarterback. 1st and 10 from the Brown 18. Henrik looks for Maynard. Little circle. Route. Ball's deflected. Incomplete. So good coverage by the Browns. Leads to 2nd and 10. We have a slobber knocker going on here. That fake punt still has this Cleveland crowd abuzzed, and not in a good way. Full house backfield for the 58 Giants. Now Triplett, King, and Maynard. The shifty one. Rote and McAfee are the ends. Each have 1 reception left in them. 2nd and 10. Well, Triplett is -1 now for carry, so that's going to bring his yardage down some. He's still an A carrier. King can get 6 more carries. He's a B carrier. Maynard can't get any more carries, so he can probably get 1 more. He's a C carrier. I think they're going to throw the ball to Kyle Rote out of this, as he's a C with 1 more catch in him. Standard man coverage shadowing the quarterback on 2nd and 10 from the Cleveland 18 for the Browns. It's a give to King. And he picks up 2. He picks up 8, excuse me. Holy cow, it's now 3rd and 2. King gets around the end. Giants with all the momentum here. Better click on that for them. 10:40 to play in the game. 3rd and 2 from the Cleveland 10. I'm assuming it's a 2-down territory here, possibly. 3rd and 2. Run blitz. Linebackers will shoot the gaps, trying to deny the run. It's a play fake to King. Incomplete! So it was a play fake to King. Oh, come on.
Personal foul.
Roughing the passer.
Defense.
Ah, son of a bitch. So it's going to be 1st and goal. Roughing the passer. Unsportsmanlike conduct. As Cleveland continues to shoot themselves in both feet now. And it's going to be 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 5. Giants need 5 more yards and an extra point to tie up this game. The Browns with the run blitz on 1st and goal. I formation for the Giants. Here come the linebackers. It's a give to Triplett. Triplett looks to bounce the outside. He's pushed out of bounds at the 2. That's a gain of 3. 2nd and goal. Chuck Noll will become the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. Is credited with the tackle. 2nd and goal from the Cleveland 2. 10:25 left in the ball game. 14-7 Browns. I formation once again. Henrik under center. King and Triplet are the backs. Maynard out wide. The ends are Rote and McAfee. Run blitz once again. Cleveland tries to deny those final 2 yards. It's a handoff to Triplet. He has nowhere to go. He struggles. Gets to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 3rd and goal from the Cleveland 2. Giants break the huddle. To the line of scrimmage they come. Once again, I formation. Cleveland once again with the run blitz. Here come the linebackers shooting the gap. They give it to King. He only picks up 1. It is 4th and goal from the 1. Will the Giants go for it? Moment of truth for Jim Lee Howell. I think they're going for it on 4th and 1. And they sure are. The offense stays on the field. 4th and 1. 8:51 left in the game. It is nail-biting time here, folks, at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. First place on the line in our 1958 retro replay using 2nd and 10 football. The Giants are 5-0. The Browns are 4-0-1. It is Sunday, November 2nd, 1958 in the time machine. 4th and goal. Run blitz once again. 4th and goal from the 1. I formation for the Giants. They give it to King. Costello! They stop him! They stop him! Vince Costello wraps up King! And the Browns smother King and push him back. The Cleveland Browns hold on 4th and 1. Holy cow! The Browns came up huge. The slobber knocker continues. The Cleveland Browns hold on 4th and goal from the 1. The Giants are denied the tying opportunity. Wow. Bobby Mitchell will have to rest for 2 plays, as you can see. He's in the yellow. He cannot play. So Lou Carpenter will come in. So out wide is Renfro, Preston Carpenter, and Darrell Pete Brewster are the ends. We're going to give it to Jimmy Brown on the handoff to get away from our goal line. 1st and 10 from the 1. Giants keying Brown. They give it to Brown. Robustelli. Wow, they almost got a safety. The Giants were signaling for the safety, but Brown gets back to the line of scrimmage. Oh my lord, 2nd and 10 from the 1 with 7:59 to play in this ball game. The Browns denied the touchdown, but they are not out of danger yet. 2nd and 10. Again, they will hand the ball off to Jim Brown out of the split backfield. Giants are playing pass. That's dumb. And Brown picks up 8 yards. He broke 2 tackles and was finally dragged down. So it's 3rd and 2. Why the Giants played pass there, I do not know, but I'm happy about that. 7:14 left in the game. Bobby Mitchell comes in for Lou Carpenter. So Jim Brown's good for 8 carries. He is an A runner. That's excellent. Bobby Mitchell's a C runner, which means if he's keyed, he has a more difficult time of gaining yards, and he has 2 more carries. Everyone else is in the clear. Renfro, we pretty much can't use. He's an E. He's dropped down to an E. And Carpenter and Brewster. Carpenter's still an A. We might use him after if we can pick up a couple of first downs here. So it's 3rd and 2. We got to give the ball to Jimmy Brown here. 3rd and 2. All-purpose defense for the Giants. They're looking for a short pass. Brown gets the ball, pops through the hole quickly, 6 yards before he's brought down by Karlovac. And the drive continues. And now the Browns will go to a slowdown. They will go to a slowdown. 6:28 left to play as they're going to try to churn out yards and make the clock go tick, tick, tick. It's going to be an outside run to Bobby Mitchell out of the split backfield. Giants expecting run. They're keying Brown. There's the counter to Bobby Mitchell. He picks up a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8. Good reaction by Dick Modzelewski for the Giants. Mitchell could not turn the corner. Modzelewski dragged him down from his shoulders from behind. Clock goes to 5:40 left in the game. Cleveland again taking their sweet time. Jimmy Brown will try to get around the corner now on 2nd and 8. Giants have 8 men up in the box. If Brown can break containment, Brown looks to the outside, but he cannot get around Dick Modzelewski as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 4:56 left in the game. Cleveland Browns getting anxious here. They need another first down to run more time off the clock. They're up 14-7. The battle for first place here at Municipal Stadium in Cleveland. 3rd and 8. Draw. Bobby Mitchell on 3rd and 8. Giants playing pass. The draw to Mitchell. He only picks up 3. Jim Kakavich picks up the tackle. And Mitchell might have been injured on the play. And he says he's fine. But it's 4th and 5 with 4:11 to play in the ball game. Here comes Dick DeShane and the punting team. So after Cleveland holds on 4th and goal, they can only pick up 19 yards. It's now 4th and 5, and they'll have to punt. There's only 4:11 left in the ball game, though. And Lyndon Crow is back on the field. Coach Howell's not been happy with his punt returners. Here's the punt by DeShane. He needs a good one. It's a low snap to DeShane. He bobbles it. Picks it up, quickly boots it. It's a solid punt. Safely caught by Crow at the Giants 31. He heads into a crowd. A big hit. The ball is loose. Who has it? And Crow falls back on it. And he'll be credited with a 14-yard return. The second time the special teams for the Giants have put the ball on the ground. The first time, the fumble was nullified, as they said the back hit the ground. The returner hit the ground first. And this time Lyndon Crow recovers his own fumble. Oh, that would have been some of the final nails in the coffin for the Giants, but they maintain possession as Crow does recover his own fumble. 1st and 10 for the Giants on their 45 with 4:02 left in the game. They trail by 7. What a ball game it's been here. A battle for first place of 1958 Week 6. 5-0 New York versus 4-0-1 Cleveland. Full house backfield. Triplett, King, and Maynard. Heinrich, the quarterback, under center. Sheltner and McAfee are the ends tight to the line. Standard man coverage shadowing the quarterback for Cleveland. They've bluffed the blitz. They don't come. Maynard has the ball. Tripped up after a gain of 5. So Maynard continues with good running ability. Cleveland will not call timeout. Will the Giants call timeout? No, they won't. The clock goes down to 3:17. Both teams have their full allotment of 3 timeouts. 2nd and 5. Giants break the huddle, still in the full house. 2nd and 5. Again, standard man coverage for Cleveland, shadowing the quarterback. Keep everything in front of them. Giants need a touchdown, extra point to tie. Again, it's a run by Maynard. He tries to pop the outside, only gets 1 yard. Clock still going tick, tick, tick. Cleveland's not calling a timeout. The Giants don't call a timeout. Clock goes down to 2:36. A big 3rd and 4. Definitely 2-down territory here. 3rd and 4 for the Giants, trailing by 7. 2:36 left on the Cleveland 49. 3rd and 4. Browns will send a blitzing linebacker. Tight coverage. Here comes the blitz by the Browns. Costello coming on the blitz. Henrik trying to pass. Looking for a medium pass to King. And Tom Catlin breaks it up. So on 4th and 4, with 2:29 to play, the Giants offense stays on the field. Henrik gets the play from the sideline. They break the huddle. To the line of scrimmage come the Giants. Henrik under center. I formation with Triplett and King. Maynard the flanker. Sheltner and McAfee the ends. Sheltner being the best option here as he is a B. 4th and 4. Bump and run coverage, shadow the quarterback. 4th and 4. Henrik looking for Sheltner. Incomplete! He led him a little too far on the deep post pattern. The Browns had great coverage, And they have turned it over once again on downs. And a very happy Paul Brown from the sideline. But there's still 2:20 to play, and the Giants have all 3 of their timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Holy cow. Cleveland has to pick up a few first downs here. Back on the field is Milt Plum with Bobby Mitchell and Jimmy Brown in the split backfield. Renfro is the flanker. Carpenter and Brewster are the ends. Cleveland will play with the slowdown. It's going to be an inside run to Jimmy Brown. Giants playing run. They're keying on Mitchell. Brown on the counter. But he is smothered under. No gain. Andy Robustelli coming up big here. And that's the 2-minute warning. There's 2 minutes left to play. 2nd and 10 from the Cleveland 49. Bobby Mitchell will try to go outside with this. Giants in a standard set. They're watching Brown. Mitchell, pitch out on the counter. He picks up 4. Brought down by M.L. Brackett. Browns will not call timeout. Will the Giants call timeout? The Giants use their first. 1:52 left in the game. 3rd and 6 from the Giant 47. 14-7 Browns. If the Browns hold on and get the victory, they will take over first place. They will be 5-0-1. The Giants will drop to 5-1. In reality, the Giants beat Cleveland 3 times that year. Twice in the regular season and once in the one-game playoff to see who would play the Colts in the NFL Championship of 1958. So 3rd and 6. It will be a draw to Jimmy Brown on 3rd and 6. The Browns will not put the ball up in the air. Giants playing a neutral defense covering Carpenter. It's a draw to Jimmy Brown. He has the ball. He picks up 6 and the first down. A big run by Jimmy Brown. And the Giants will use their 2nd timeout. Jim Brown now 17 carries, 104 yards, and a touchdown. Giants have 1 more timeout left. 1:41 left in the game. The Browns just have to hold on to this ball. Bobby Mitchell can have no more carries now. Inside run, once again, Jim Brown. 1st and 10 from the Giant 41. Giants playing the run. Keen Brown. It's a handoff to Brown. And he loses 2 yards as he is smothered by Jim Kakavich. Giants will use their last timeout. And there's 1:30 left to play. 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12. If the Browns can pick up 1 more first down, this game is history. Hand off to Jim Brown. Inside run. Giants playing a standard defense. Brown into Dick Modzelewski, but he keeps his legs churning. He picks up 3 yards. 43 seconds left. The Browns will not call timeout. Obviously, they're ahead. Giants are done with their timeouts. It is 3rd and 9. Again, an inside run on 3rd and 9 to Jimmy Brown on the split backfield. Giants need to make a play here. Jim Brown picks up 5 yards. And that's the ball game, folks. That's the ball game. The Cleveland Browns have reversed history. Remember, in 1958, the Browns lost 3 times to the Giants. In our retro replay, the Browns have finally beaten the Giants 14-7 in a defensive slobber knocker here at Cleveland Municipal Stadium. Unbelievable. Retro time Sunday, November 2nd, 1958, Week 6. Most valuable player for the Cleveland Browns, Bobby Mitchell, 33 yards rushing. 1 catch for 6 yards. He had 105 yards in return. The opening kickoff, Bobby Mitchell took 98 yards for a score. The other touchdown by Jimmy Brown on a 30-yard run. 2 extra points by Lou Groza. And some slobber knocker defense by both teams leads to a 14-7 game. And thankfully for the Browns fans here at the stadium and listening on the radio, a victory and first place. Once again, the Browns tack on the first loss to the Giants. The Giants are now 5-1. They drop to 2nd place in the East. And Cleveland takes over first place. They are now 5-0-1. As Astro Reefer, I love that name, it makes me laugh, says, good job, Al. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here at the stadium. This is 2nd and 10. It does not have the chalkboard animation, but this is a wonderful game. And this is one of these games, you buy it, you get all the seasons free, professional. Even the new season comes free, you just update. Unbelievable. I would love to see them add some animation. I might send them an email, not that they want to hear from me. This is a beautiful game. Very fun. It plays card. There is a dice roll, but I don't show it because it makes no sense. I tried to show it before. I didn't know what the hell it meant. I was just reading the same stuff. So Bobby Mitchell's the MVP. Plum had a tough day passing. 5 for 10, 66 yards, no touchdowns a pick. Jimmy Brown, 20 for 110 yards, 1 touchdown, a 30-yard touchdown run. And for the Giants, triplet, 3 receptions, 46 yards, and a lone touchdown on a 20-yard pass from Henrik. So that's the ball game, folks. And let's close out here. And you can see, how do I go to the standings? That is a good question. So week 7 coming up, and we're not going to probably show week 7. It was the Giants in Cleveland. And again, in reality, the Giants beat Cleveland 3 times that year. We've reversed history. We finally beat the Giants as I play as the Browns. We're 5-0-1. The only game, when was it? Where was that tie? Was it week 4? Yes. Week 4. Bobby Lane, on the last play of the game, throws a touchdown pass. The extra point tied it, and we tied at 10-10 as we dominated this game but couldn't score points. Bobby Lane threw for 227 yards, 1 touchdown, had a 76 rating, which is awesome in 1958, and he rushed for 11 yards. And I'll tell you, on the last play of the game, well, with 5 seconds, he hit Younger on a 5-yard pass. Minor kicked, and it was a 10-10 ball game. Let's close that out. So now, we've just played week 6. We've taken over first place with a 14-7 win. Week 7, who do we have in week 7? We have Detroit. So Detroit's 2-4, and we're 5-0. And how do we get to the standings? Standings, over here. It's been a while since I played. So, in the Eastern Conference, Cleveland's 5-0 with a tie. Giants dropped to 5-1. Pittsburgh's 2-2. They still think they have a shot at the division. I don't think so. Washington's 3-3. Philadelphia's 3-3. And the Chicago Cardinals are god-awful. They're 0-6. Baltimore's 5-1. The Rams are 4-2. And the Bears are 3-3. San Francisco 2-3-1. Detroit's 2-4. And the Green Bay Packers, god-awful. This is pre-Vince Lombardi. They are 0-6. Lombardi would become their head coach in 1959 and lead them to a winning record. So that's how we stand. Thank you very much for watching. I'd like to thank Bubba Husky, Astros, Jason Parker, Comics with Bueller. Check out that great channel. And he's on the road and wishes daughter Paige good luck in her I went brain dead for a second. In her bodybuilding contest tomorrow. Farm 1, wish him good luck in his bowling tournament tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. Bobby Cantillano, my Twitter wife, thank you. JD, check out that fun channel. He's doing MLB The Show replay and much, much more. And the original Grognard, military strategy, much more. He's got Gunslinger coming up on that channel. Card and Dice looks a lot of fun. And also his wrestling, his women's wrestling league with Face to the Mat from Play.com. And W Vogs. Check out that card collecting channel. T-Dub from What's Blazing in Sports. Check out his What's Blazing in Sports for boxing needs and T-Dub for entertainment needs. And, of course, the Dog Show, all things entertainment. I'll be on there Sunday. We'll be discussing Ben-Hur. He has a wonderful slideshow. And it's going to be a great discussion. That's going to be around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, this coming Sunday. Terry T, thank you very much. Ben D, thank you. D. Scott Howard, thank you. Check out his channel. Phantomatic, that's another fun channel. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the game. The Browns win 14-7 in a defensive slobber knocker. Bobby Mitchell got things started off in the right direction with a 98-yard opening kickoff return. Yes. No, it was a championship game then. No Super Bowl then. You are correct, Jason Parker. All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Again, the animation is not there, but it's a visually stunning game to me. And so I give you a radio call, and it's kind of fun. Very similar to Title Bout Boxing, except with Title Bout Boxing, and I think we'll have a fight on tomorrow in our heavyweight tournament. You get to see the two little guys hit each other, sort of. But this is a really nice game. I hope they add animation to it. So watch out for that big hit over the nib. That's all, folks. Watch out for that big hit over the middle. And again, what a defensive slobber knocker. Cleveland 14, Giants 7. The Browns take over first place at 5-0-1. The Giants drop to 5-1. So the beasts of the East now are the Browns. Health and happiness. Till next time, take care. Bye-bye. God bless, and you know what's coming. Peace!